Hello, my name is Jinkai Qian, and I am an application engineer at Techkon USA. Today, let's take a look at the Techkon SpectroPlate device that is designed to measure offset printing plate. I'm going to start with the hardware first. Each SpectroPlate comes with a cable, AC adapter, and a base. There are two ways to charge the device. The first option is in using the AC adapter and the charging base. Once the AC adapter is plugged into the base, you can station the device on the base for inductive charging. The second option is to use the USB cable and plug into the computer to charge the SpectroPlate. This device has a regulated charging management. Therefore, there is no overcharging of full batteries. It takes about 4 hours to charge an empty battery, and each full charge can take up to 10,000 readings before the next charge. Device buttons. There are 4 soft keys on the top of the unit. The up and down arrow is used to navigate the display user interface. The arrow pointing left is select or confirm, while the red radio button is escape or exit. The green plastic button on the side is for taking measurements. Calibration and inspection. SpectroPlate is factory side calibrated. The calibration remains permanent and the device is long-term stable. There is a white calibration tool that adjusts the digital camera module. To carry out the white calibration, place the measurement device on the clean white tile, which is integrated into the charging base. Next, go to the device settings. Select calibration and white calibration. Follow the display on the screen. Press enter when ready. Now your device is calibrated. The SpectroPlate is maintenance-free. We recommend validating the complete functionality of this device within 24 months time interval in the Techkon Service Center. If you wish to conduct monthly checkup, you could purchase plate measuring reference from Ugra's website via the link below. There are 3 levels of SpectroPlate models: Start, Expert, and All Vision. To find out which model you have, you can go to the device settings. SpectroPlate info. To see the device model, software and hardware versions, serial number, and device check history. The Start model is for dot percentage measurement on all popular types of printing plates. The Expert model additionally features the recording of complete transfer curves and the possibility of analyzing geometric objects within the device. Also, it is capable of storing up to 100 datasets on a device memory. The all-vision model covers everything the expert model does, plus precise measurement on low visible offset processless plates. Please note that the start model can be easily upgraded to the expert model by software activation. The all-vision model is not upgradable from lower models due to its unique optic system. Plate type. The SpectroPlate will carry out optimized image calculation depending on the plate type is selected. To modify the plate setting, please go to the bottom right corner, press Enter, and plate type. The plate type manual starts with the plate manufacturer name as the first layer and followed by individual plate name. Pick the plate that matches your workflow. If the plate type you are looking for does not exist in the list, go back to the universal to select the closest option by color. Meanwhile, please make sure your SpectroPlate has the latest firmware, since we actively adding new plate types once they become available on the market. Processless plates. Due to the nature of low visibility of the processless plates, the plate surface has to be properly prepared to remove the protection coating. Normally, this process happens on the press, but it is also possible with manual methods. When in doubt, ask your plate vendor for particular procedures. Next is a video based on Kodak Sonora processless plate. Dot measurement function displays the geometric dot area of a raster screen in percentage. It is the ratio between the area covered with dots and the total area. A value of 50% means, for example, that half of the total area is covered with dots. The device will show a real-time live image until the green measurement button is pressed. Then, the image calculation is delivered within a second. The display turns back to the live image automatically after 5 seconds or when the device moves to another location. If you have more than one control point on the printing plate, such as 5%, 10, 25, 50, or 75, and would like to capture them under the same screen, you could utilize the dot transfer curve or dot gain curve on your SpectroPlate Expert or All Vision model. Here is an example how to use the dot transfer curve or the dot gain curve. I have a Fuji LHPJ plate on my desk, and I would like to measure the tonal ramp from this plate. So first is go to the bottom left corner on your SpectroPlate, press enter. Now either the dot transfer curve or the dot gain curve. So you will see there's a vertical list on the left side of the screen that represents the tonal patch I'm going to measure. If you like to make some modification, you can go down to the bottom right corner and go to reference values. Here is a total of 9 patches I'm going to measure, and I like to add a 5% for the highlight. I will push up arrow until it reach 5%, because the 5% is not a part of my current list. So I just need to hit the enter to edit. Now, if you go to a percentage that's already a part of the list, you will see that number from the top is highlighted in green. That shows you that percentage is already included, so you don't have to add it anymore. If you do want to remove it from the list, press enter. Now it's taken away from the list. Let me just add the 10% back. Okay. Once we have our reference value all set, we can go to the target values. This device allows us to have up to 4 different target value sets. And I'm going to the first one. The target values is the ideal or the wanted dot measurement target you're trying to achieve. Because I have a linear plate, so a 5% should measure 5% and 50 should measure 50. You can change the target values based on your workflow. One last thing you can change before using the dot curve function is the tolerance. The tolerance determines which color you will be seeing after the measurement. If it's within the tolerance, the value will be highlighted in green. If it exceeds the tolerance, that value will be highlighted in red. Alright, now I'm ready to measure. After measuring your tonal patches, you can go back to view the measure value by pressing the first icon on the right side. Now you can push the down or up arrow to look at the numbers. If you wish to remeasure the tonal ramp, you can press and hold the cancel button. Now you can start over again. The SpectroPlate can be used as a microscope as well. The measurement function geometrical analysis evaluates the geometrical properties of circles. The smallest and largest diameters are analyzed and displayed. If there is a certain number of circles within the sample area, the average value of all circles captured for the smallest and largest diameter will be displayed. If you wish to measure the width of a dot, you could use the sliding ruler tool by pressing Enter. The dotted lines are the left and right reference to determine distances. The flashing line can be moved with the arrow buttons. It gets locked by pressing the Enter. Now, the other line can be moved. Press Enter to lock the second line as well. If you wish to get back to the measuring mode, simply press the Escape. And there you go. If you happen to have a Windows computer next to your SpectroPlate, I would highly recommend installing the free Techkon SpectroConnect software that comes with your device. Within this software, you can select the SpectroPlate as the third icon. And now you can change your settings on the device. You can also export the data from the device to a document such as Excel. I have a Excel template already set up, and I would like to export the readings based on the column I already configured. So go back to the Export tool in the SpectroConnect, choose the data you wish to export. Do not close the SpectroConnect, just leave it running at the back end and bring the Excel to the front end. Now I can start taking readings. If you only need the dot measurement value without any other data, you can go back to the SpectroConnect Export tool and then just pick dot percentage and leave everything else empty. Another pretty useful feature is the transfer curve. Just like on the device, you can configure the reference value, which represents what kind of tin patches you like to measure, as well as the target value, which is the target value you're trying to achieve on the plate with the tolerance. Once you finish setting up those two values, now you can just follow the screen and start taking readings on your plate. Once a measurement is completed, the data will be transferred and displayed into the SpectroConnect software. Once you have the measured data, you can look at different diagrams such as the transfer curve, dot gain, table view. Also, you can export the measurement value into the Harlequin or the ISO 18620 generic file.